It's a big day for female pop stars.
I know it used to be crazy. I know it used to be fun. You say it used to be wild. I say it used to be young. Let's just go back to the way it was when we were Hollywood Avenue. I'm picking out this dress, trying on these shoes, 'cause I'll be single soon. I'll be single soon. I know he'll be.
Miley Cyrus, Ariana Grande, and Selena Gomez dropping new music and visuals today. A treat for fans from their youth. The three women taking over the top trending spots on YouTube, racking up millions of views, all dipping into nostalgia from the beginnings of their careers to promote the new music and connect with their fans. Joining us now to chat a bit more about the nostalgia we're seeing seep into the popular music landscape is founder of pop culture newsletter Friday Things, Stacy Lee Kong. So Stacy, how did you enjoy the new music we got today from Miley, Selena, and Ariana?
I liked all of the songs. I think it's just so interesting. I think we're in the midst of a bit of an R&B revival. And so I also really liked, like, Victoria Monet's album came out this week as well. And it's like so good. So I just felt like we got lots and lots of new music. So I'm always into that.
Ariana, Miley, and Selena really leaned into nostalgia to promote the release of their new music. Ariana's is a deluxe edition of her album from 10 years ago, while Miley and Selena used their Disney Channel days, and it seems to be working. Why do you think millennial and Gen Z audiences are craving and are drawn to nostalgia in pop culture?
So I think nostalgia is just a really powerful marketing tool. And that has to do with, I think, how memory works. So like we're remembering a more innocent time, we're remembering a time where we had potentially fewer bills and less stress. Like we may have been stressed or struggling or, going through it in some way. But because of the way that we remember that time, it feels more innocent and it feels like, much easier in comparison to now. So I think that as a marketing strategy, we see all over the place. Like I think Barbie as a movie was built on that. Or if you remember the viral McDonald's campaign around Grimace, that was also kind of a take on that. There was some like absurdism thrown in, but we keep seeing this recollection or looking back to a different time. And it really centers on associating with the new thing with the good memory from before.
What are some ways that using nostalgia to create or sell new things can fail?
So I think it's that. I think if there is ever a feeling that it's not really genuine. So some of the nostalgia, for example, for the 50s, which has like been a reoccurring theme that we've seen in pop culture with Grease, all the way decades ago, that doesn't resonate in the same way now because we don't have the same positive feelings, I think, about that time period. We're a lot more aware that for many of us, we would not have rights and freedoms. And so it's hard to feel nostalgic for that time. So something with Miley specifically, so she released I Used to Be Young on the 10th anniversary of her very controversial VMA performance. And that performance was really, it was controversial for, I think, the wider audience because it was raunchy and because it was sexy and whatever. But if you were thinking about cultural criticism from a race perspective, you also were like, but there's a real appropriation of Black culture happening here. So where maybe her fans and people who really love her are going to the message of, I used to be young and I used to be doing, wild things and crazy things, and now I've grown. I think that message will resonate with a particular group of people, but it will only feel a bit pandering or maybe not quite. It doesn't really feel like she has grappled fully with the criticism that she received 10 years ago. And so that's where it can fall flat, where different people are going to have different perspectives on the past time period.